Okay, today's pond management adventure takes us to Central Florida, where we'll be looking at a 10-acre pond that's having some bass fishing troubles, having low catch rates and a lot of small bass. Here we see a flock of migratory ducks. So if you ever wonder how weeds get transported into your pond, it's usually
All right, boys.
critters like that.
Doing a little pond survey today. Oops. And the G-crack comes through just like we were talking about on live the other day. Not bad.
The most common problem you're going to come across in private ponds is crowded bass populations. I know you fished them. It seems like every bass in there is about a pound. And it's a common problem because of catch and release. Bass populations tend to crowd at the 1 pound size, and harvesting some 1 pounders is usually necessary.
These fish look stunted. They look bass heavy. They look like there's a few too many, you know? And if, say, you were a fly fisherman and you're like, hey man, I want to catch the biggest bluegill that I can catch, the only thing that I recommend you do, don't keep anything, just start feeding. And the bluegill that are here, I think I got one. I do got one. Nope, he got off. I didn't set the hook right. He was not 13 inches though. He was a little smaller. So like I said, this looks like a bass heavy pond, and a bass heavy pond is a trophy bluegill pond. It's the same thing, because the average size bass's mouth is like that, so any bluegill that get bigger than that can't be eaten, or at least it has a significantly reduced chance of being eaten. All right, I gotta quit slacking off, man. That's terrible. The fish is just dragging me in. I'm running my mouth over here, and it's just pulling me in the lake.
Hey, that's what we were talking about. When you start focusing on filming, you know.
I know, right?
You realize what you're doing.
Oh, here's one following. See him?
Yeah.
Looks like that's a bluegill. That's a bluegill, yeah. Nicer bluegill. So kind of what we're talking about there. There's like an 8-inch bluegill right there, you know. Oh. We whacking you in the head. I'll set it the other way. Is this a high gears? This is high gears. Yeah. All right, I can slow my roll way down. That one feels a little bit. He was on that pause, man. Really ate that G-crack up. I'll leave you a few of these. And again, we're kind of hunting around the same thin-bodied type fish, you know. Getting out past 14.
So in one day of fishing, we caught about 10 bass in the 11 to 14 inch size range, and all of them underweight for their length on the relative weight scale. This is a real common problem to have, and the way you correct it is actually by harvesting some bass. What we have is slightly too many bass in the population. So our first move out of this 10-acre pond is to get 150 to 200 of these 1 pound range bass out of the lake. By removing the 1 pound bass, we're going to allow more bluegill fry to survive for the other bass to eat.